Hi, this is Deb from Deb Web Art. This is a book review, well, not a book review, but just looking at if you're bored with watercolour, read this book. It's by Veronica Ballart Lilja. I'll put a link in the video. It covers a wide variety of topics. As you can see, this is a contents page. It goes through a whole lot of things. Materials, workspace, textures, mixing watercolour with other media. It looks at tutorials on food, still life, fashion, animals, nature, cityscapes. So it's actually got a huge amount of information. So in the beginning, it works on the colour wheel, does different colour palettes, obviously talks about the different mediums, the different types of watercolours, and all different types, all different forms of watercolours, because obviously it's not just the paint. Talks about storage, space, brushes, the usual stuff, tools and all that, which is all incredibly helpful. And then it goes on to watercolour and pencil, and I just like the way that some of these are created. I mean, very illustrative ways of doing things. Talks about watercolour pastels, watercolour and pastel, pencils, embroidery with watercolour. I mean, it's got amazing stuff. And then it goes on to textures and how to create the textures within your artwork as well, and using it as collage. It's honestly, it's a very inspiring book when you see all the different things that get done with it, even just using toothbrushes, obviously salt, it talks about the masking, and then it goes on to tutorials, and these are really great because it's one that I like. This is all vegetables and food. I mean, look at this. It's completely different, it's sort of like a contrast as to showing very different styles, should I say, which I really like. And then it's a still life, and just things like cutting it all up. It's so good. So it kind of combines quite a few different ways of creating, and this is a silhouette type vase, but it's created using cutting things out and placing papers behind. So that's really fun. Gives you a little tutorial on painting and how to do it and that, and she gives a little descriptions, which is extremely helpful. So this book is actually a lot of fun. It's quite inspiring, and I think if you're looking for something, it'll just kind of pique your interest or spark that little spark for you. This book would definitely do it. It's got such a variety of things. It's pretty good. When I see this one, I kind of think, you could almost paint through. I know this is about Manhattan, but you almost feel like you could paint like this through a stencil as well. It would give a different look as well, but yeah, just how good are these? So it's very inspiring. Altogether, a great book. Have a look. Thanks for listening.